Hola, so I'm in nature. When I'm in nature, we're going to reflect and we're going to talk. So today's episode, I want us to talk about the importance of journaling. I know most of you have been seeing me giving you journal prompts on my self-care and mental health month last month, May, and also this month is still men's health, so I'll still be giving men some of the journal prompts you can write, because for me journaling has really been my best coping mechanisms at this day and age, because as you continue growing older, responsibility, adulting, a lot of changes, physically, mentally, spiritually, everything, like you start being more self-aware. So if you're an overthinker like me, journaling is the best tool to use. I think I've converted almost. I think my best friend, I've really made her also start simply. I've made her also start journaling. My person, I'm also steering him towards journaling, because I've seen the power of journaling and how it has calmed my overthinking mind. Because I know an overthinker when I see one, even in a vast group of people, I would just look at someone and I'm like, you know what, this is an overthinker. Not to judge you, not to, because I think I've seen those signs in me, that I look out for people, because I'm a mental health advocate. Of course, I'm bound to see those things. Yeah, so I'm going to give you, I have like a digital journal too. Sometimes I'm in a place where I want to jot down my thoughts, but I have not carried my physical books. I'm going to show you. You don't need fancy books for you. Of course, I have a little bit of fancy books because I love to write, so I'll invest in what I'm writing. Of course, a pen, that is important. Anywhere I walk, I don't miss a pen. I carried my book. I will just ask you for a paper so that I can write my thoughts. So I have like 4 different journals. This one is my recent addition. Here is where I write my relationship stuff, what I'm thinking about relationship with myself, with my person, with my friends. This is the journal I used to write. I whatever things in my head and in my heart. So also in my journal, I'm going to divide them into different areas of my life, so that I know if I pick this journal, this is what I want to do with it. So this is for relationships. Me with this journal or notebook in every of my videos on my social media. I like it because it gives an African feel, an African vibe. Here is where I write all my charity, safe haven activities, planning, all the content I want to create for you guys. This is what I use. And also recently, since we launched the Nutritionist Corner with my partner Lilian Mumina of Mumina Wellness Solution. She also has a YouTube channel. I'll leave the link in the description box. Go check her content on nutrition. Yeah, so this is what I use to plan, because with proper planning, I believe you're going to really achieve a lot. I don't like things that I've not planned for. I'm a huge planner. That's why I have different books for different things. And I think you've also seen me with the journal videos when I'm journaling, when I'm talking about the power of journaling. This is what I use. Really written on this book. I have written private and confidential. I make sure no one touches it. Yeah, because it has all my thoughts about everything from politics to culture to. I've really written a lot of things. I'm sorry, they're bags, so you know when I'm in nature, they're bags. So this is almost like finished, because I really write and write and write. I love this book. This is the book. I don't go anywhere. I can leave the others, but this is, I don't leave it behind. I work with it because I know the power it has, and it can really damage to me. So I never leave it behind, and I never leave it lying anyhow. So if you see this book, don't touch. Yeah. And then finally, I have this goals, dreams, aspiration, my needs and wants kind of book. It's also my vision board. I love it because, as you see here, it's written, after rain everything gets better. I actually purchased this book in China Square. There are really, if you've been to China Square, the notebook section, I'm thinking you've seen this. So this is what I use to plan my year. Any book I read, this is where I write. Anything major I want to do. Can you imagine, this is the 300 challenge you guys saw me writing? So every day I keep on reflecting on the 300 things I wrote at the beginning of the year, and what I want or need God to do in my life. So you can imagine, this has over 300 things I wrote. Right now, this is June. It's my mid-year assessment. I'm assessing my vision board. I'm assessing my goals, my quarterly goals, because I told you guys I divide my goals, my long-term goals into short-term quarters. The first quarter, I've almost achieved everything I wanted. So we are at the second quarter, which things are starting to. So I have to go back to the drawing board and reassess. But this is the book I use to do all that. So you can see why I promote journaling, because for me it's sort of an outlet. When I have a lot of thoughts running in my head, something has happened in my life and I find myself overthinking, these are my go-to books. You can see when I feel like relationship wise, I feel I write. In my personal general life, I write. In my goals, I know what I want. And also on my Notion app, I think I just have digital and physical, because sometimes you can be in a place where you cannot journal, but your phone, you can still do the same. I will leave these apps that I use to just continue journaling. Some thoughts are on my phone and some thoughts are in my book. Yeah, so why do I advocate for journaling? Journaling, it helps you put things into perspective. Sometimes you might just have a thought and it starts to eat at you. So when you prompt that thought, like let's say thoughts on motherhood, and then you start writing what you're thinking and feeling about motherhood, by the end of that journaling session, you'll be able to reflect and see what are recurrent thoughts about motherhood that are bothering you, or fear of commitment. Why do I fear to commit? Is it because of my background? Is it because of the people around me? So you write more on it. It will help put things into perspective and you'll be able to know and become self-aware. That is another point. These days I encourage people to be self-aware. At a certain age, I don't expect you not to be aware of your environment, to be aware of yourself, because I usually see people who are not perceptive or aware. Like you're in a room and you're not even aware of your environment. You don't know, like unajua ukiangalia watu vile wanakaa. Let's say you're a speaker and you're giving a nutrition talk, and then you look around the room and you see people are not looking at you or they're not listening to you. That should tell you something, right? So I feel like journal, you become more self-aware. You become more self-aware of your emotions, either physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. I've really journaled a lot about all those things. That's why every month, I think I should create digital products for that. Every month, if you're close to me, I usually have at the beginning of the month monthly prompts. So I feel like if you need, you can just leave them in the comment section. I can be able to make prompts and share. Notion, you can share and share with you guys, so you can come along as we try and maintain some form of mental wellness. I write journal prompts at the beginning of the month, and I journal all through each day in the morning during my 5 a.m. club. I make sure in that time I've journaled my thoughts, I've released what I want, and I start my day feeling fresh after I've taken my walk and everything. So for me, journaling has really made me self-aware. So I hope you can also think about that. Journaling is my safe haven. You remember I told you what safe haven means to me? Charity safe haven. So I feel like journaling is a safe haven for me. It's a space I can write what I think and no one will judge me, because it's my book. Maybe the book will judge me. Maybe this one will be like, what is this girl writing? What are you writing? What has culture done to you? What has societal pressure done to you? So maybe, but it cannot speak. It's an unliving thing. So you will get no judgment. Sometimes you might be excited to tell someone something and then they don't take it as you had hoped, and then it discourages you. For me, journaling is a free space for me to just pour my thoughts and not think about the consequences of what I have journaled, because sometimes you might be feeling some way towards someone, and for me, journaling has helped me process my emotions. So for me, these days, before I respond to anything, I come and journal it. Let's say I've been speaking to someone and they make me upset. What will I do? I will take my journal, the blue journal, and I journal why am I upset, what the person said that made me upset. So sometimes you can just be overreacting. So when I've journaled my feelings, and then I'll sit down with myself, I will reflect on my thoughts, and then I will go and talk to the person. I'm like, you know what, you did this, and it's, I don't know, like I feel like journaling for me is a game changer. Also, is a good mental health or mental wellness tool. I highly recommend. If you can't start, please do. I don't know if I should start a journaling club. Maybe I should, because I've really been thinking about that in my mental health series, and I want to create a space. I don't know how I'll go about it. If you want me to create a journal group, you can leave them in the comment section, and I can be creating prompts, and then we continue journaling as we continue growing together as people. I really advocate for mental wellness. I'm an actual real advocate of mental health, and I always want everyone around me to have mental clarity, have mental well-being, have mental health, because I feel like most of the things some people project, it's these days, me, if you project on me, I usually just look at you, because most people ask me, how are you calm in a mid. Recently, I was presenting my paper, my research findings, and I was being asked so many difficult questions, and I was comfortably just telling someone, thank you for your response. This is what I did, and this is what I do. If I cannot answer, I'm like, I will liaise with my supervisors and I will get back to you. Someone is asking me, get defensive, and this is your work. People don't know what you did, and someone is criticizing your work. I'm telling you, no, that is their thought. They're entitled to their opinion. It doesn't reflect on who I am. And all this has come about me journaling about stuff. So I hope this episode has been able to help you one way or another. I forgot, like, this idea just came to me right now. I didn't carry my microphone, nothing. So I'll try my best to censor the noise and to enhance my voice so that you can be able to get this episode and it can be able to help you. So until next time, I've been yours. Bye.